What's good? What's good, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of The Urban Platform Speaks. Make sure to like and subscribe as you come into the channel and check out the content. And with that being said, I want to speak on the Ryan Clark and Shannon Sharpe exchange, right? Basically, Ryan Clark and Shannon, it was Ryan Clark, Shannon Sharpe, Stephen A. Smith, and they were talking about the GOAT debate. And the GOAT also was Dan Orlovsky, right? And they were talking about, is Patrick Mahomes out of the GOAT conversation now because of the loss that he had against the Eagles last, Sunday in the Super Bowl, right? And so what I like about what Ryan Clark says is because Ryan Clark made Shannon Sharpe look like a clown because Shannon Sharpe loses a lot of credibility when he says stuff about LeBron James. But basically, Shannon Sharpe was not he's not consistent with his statements because he has one standard for LeBron James, then he has another standard for for other people when talking about their greatness. And so I want to listen to what Stephen A. Smith and Shannon Sharpe, also Ryan Clark, what they say about Patrick Mahomes and the GOAT conversation. And so here we go.
Debate officially
It's
over.
officially over. There's nothing to talk about. It's officially.
And nothing you can do.
No, I'm not saying there's nothing you can do,
Okay.
but we can look years down the road.
Yeah,
We're
okay.
talking about right now in the
Okay,
moment.
okay.
We ain't gonna be talking about this right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna be talking about this next
Yeah.
year. Let me just throw out these stats for you to get right here. This is Patrick Mahomes in the Super Bowl 3-2 record, 65% completion, 265 yards, all right, 10 touchdowns, 7 interceptions, a passer rating of 86.9. Okay, even though he's won 3 Super Bowl MVPs. You're talking about Tom Brady with a 7-3 record. His record's
And see, that's the thing, right? With when it comes to like Tom Brady, everybody's comparing him to Tom Brady. In my opinion, I mean, I just thought it was like too soon to compare. Although Patrick Mahomes is off to a great start, he's already been to 5 Super Bowls. He's won 3 of the 5 Super Bowls. So that's not, you know what I mean? It's off to a great start. But I still think that Patrick Mahomes is he got a little bit of work to do before he is the GOAT. But the discussion is valid. But I don't think he's the GOAT, not right now. And so let me hear what go back to the conversation.
5.5 pounds, 11 touchdowns, not a single interception
pick.
ever.
It's not that he lost, it's how he's losing.
That's right.
I mean, 31-9, 40-22. And y'all know I don't like empty calories. I like to eat nutritious food. Chicken breast, you know what I'm saying? Lean cutlery. That's
You
empty
know.
calories. That's Twinkies. That's cupcakes. That's donuts. Those are empty calories. And then you look at Patrick Mahomes' stats, you see 257, 3 touchdowns. But come on, guys. At one point in time, that score was 40-6. That game wasn't no 40-22 game.
No.
That was a 40 that was a 40 ass whipping.
Yes.
And they did, and the Eagles laid it on them. So you're right. Until for the next 5 years, ain't no more GOAT conversation. Ain't no GOAT talk when it comes to quarterback.
See, and okay, so the way Shannon Sharpe says this, right? LeBron James has some performances in the finals where he could apply the same logic. When they played against the Spurs, LeBron James didn't have really a good series when they played in the finals against the Spurs. Also against the Dallas Mavericks, LeBron James kind of fell a little bit short. So, but Patrick Mahomes is 3-2 in Super Bowls, but he's not using that same consistency when he talk about Patrick Mahomes. And like I said, we're going to get to the point where Ryan Clark points that out and just makes, just destroys his logic.
And for at least the next 3 years.
Yeah.
So yeah, you could hear Stephen A. and
All right, so this was somebody else interjecting. I want to move on up into where Ryan Clark. Let me see if I can find it. All right. Let me see. Hope this might be it.
He's solid. Shannon Sharpe, you should be ashamed of yourself.
because you've been carrying on a GOAT debate for a man that spent 8 years in the place and never won a championship. And then when he went to team up with his homeboys, the Banana Boat boys, Dirk Nowitzki shot 1 foot fallaways and put him out of his misery. And then the next year,
see, that's what I said against Dirk Nowitzki. You know, the guy LeBron didn't look good, but Shannon Sharpe just totally disregard that.
they was getting beat. He was cramping up in San Antonio. And if it wasn't for balls hitting the rim and people kicking the football out to Ray Allen, he lose that one too, and he played terrible. So for you to say that it could be tabled or that he had to do so much to get back into the conversation, you got to choose a side. You got to say you out here caping for LeGoat James all the time, or that GOAT conversation should have been tabled a long time ago as well. Because according to you, getting to the championship, all of those times is supposed to matter. So the fact that Patrick Mahomes has never been sent home before the AFC Championship, that got to matter. The fact that Patrick Mahomes already has 2 MVPs, that has to matter. 3 Super Bowl MVPs, that has to matter. There could be a ton of his career left where he gets back to this moment. And because he didn't shine every time he got there, a lot like a guy we know, Shannon, that you cape for every single day. The only person you have cape for more than LeBron James is your brother, and your brother actually deserved it. And so for me, it is not tabled. It's a bad night. Absolutely. But it does not erase all the things that Patrick Mahomes has accomplished. It also hasn't erased, and I know I would think Dan would agree with me here, that the first 7 years of Patrick Mahomes starting at a quarterback, that film was so much hotter than what Tom Brady's film was. That film was so much hotter than what any quarterback we have ever seen was. He's the best we've ever seen actually play the position, and that has to count in this conversation.
So, okay, so you get the point, right? Basically, what he's saying is Shannon Sharpe has like a double standard. So when LeBron James get to the finals, and he don't have a he don't play up to par or expectations, then it's no big deal. But when Patrick Mahomes have a bad game in the finals, then it's like he don't give Patrick Mahomes he don't show him that same grace, which to me, I think just points out, like I said, just makes Shannon Sharpe look like a clown, because I think, in my opinion, like Shannon Sharpe is basically, he basically like capping or caping, whatever you call it, for LeBron James. For Patrick Mahomes to be his 5th Super Bowl in his short career, I think what Patrick Mahomes been in the league about 7 years. That's amazing. Now, I still don't think he's the GOAT, but to be in that many Super Bowls, and his record, and he has a winning percentage. You know what I mean? He's 3 wins and 2 losses in the Super Bowl. So more often than not, he has a 60% winning rate in the Super Bowl. Whereas though LeBron James in the finals have a 40%, he has a 60%. It's 60% of the time LeBron James lost. So they totally opposite. LeBron loses 60% of the time, and Patrick Mahomes wins 60%, or won 60% of his. So, I just appreciate the fact that Ryan Clark just kept it real with him, and just let him know that like, pick a side. Either you're going to you're going to go straight down the middle and be honest and objective about the situation, or you're going to show favoritism to LeBron James. And that right there, that statement that Ryan Clark made, really just pointed out the fact that that Shannon Sharpe is really biased towards LeBron. And I agree with Ryan Clark. So with that being said, I mean, that's my statement. Make sure to like and subscribe. Also, don't forget to leave a comment, and I'll check you all out in the next video. Peace.